Hello, this is Norwich Up, and welcome to the second episode of It's All About the Goals. And there you can see I managed to pick up this guy in the last episode, Casper Prizielico, for 450 coins because my previous bronze striker managed to get those 3 goals, and so we managed to replace him. But in our first game, with our brand new striker leading our attack, we had to come up against this really nice Syria. He did have a 5 at the back formation, had a lot of pace up front with Giovinco, Muriel, and El Shaarawy as well. He had Perlo and Marquisio as well, and Abate, so he had a lot of pace and good passing stats from the team, and it was unfortunate I had to come up against this team because I did only have a bronze team, and he did manage to get the first goal there with Marquisio, a good double save for my keeper. However, he couldn't keep that third shot out. I did manage to get a goal back though, and equalise it for our brand new striker, Prizielico, in the 38th minute, so that was pretty awesome to get a goal back. However, I didn't take my opportunities in this first half. You'll see in the halftime stats here, I had 5 shots on, there you can see 5 shots and 1 on target. I had 54% of the possession. He did take his, we did kind of get some more shots on target, but I was playing pretty well. But in the second half, it all really went particularly badly for me. He got a goal there in the 52nd minute with Gambrini from a corner. Couldn't do too much about that. He then got a goal there with Muriel to make it 3-1, and then he got another goal with Muriel to make it 4-1. So at this stage, it was pretty tough. I wasn't going to ever get the win here, but I did manage to get a consolation goal there. Managed to whip it in with that guy into Gunders. He is our bronze striker, and that is his first goal, so we need 2 more to swap him out. And so after getting that goal with that German striker, he got a goal back there with El Shaarawy in the 75th minute to make it 5-2 to him, and that was the final score there, 5-2. As you can see, he managed to get 2 goals, so hopefully that'll be a bit more to replacing a few players. But here we come up against a bronze side with 2 silver players. He had 63 chemistry, and he did have some links, so he must have had quite a few players in the wrong formation. But here, just in the second minute, he makes a mistake, passing it out to my brand new striker, Prizielico, and he manages to finish it. A nice little finesse shot, just going in, and so 3 minutes in, we're now 1-0 up. Here he brought his keeper out. I took advantage of that, doing a really nice long range shot from that brand new player, and unfortunately hit the bar, but he had enough anyway and decides to rage quit. So 1-0 up in the 4th minute, and he decides to quit. And that is actually our first 3 points in Division 5. We actually lost our first 2 games there. Can see confirmation of that in the record, but we're going to another game now. We come up against this side. He had 2 goal players. I think that's Michael Carrick and Osman there in that cam position, and he did have some English links as well, so this wasn't going to be an easy game whatsoever. And I did manage to get the first goal here, a pretty lucky goal. The keeper smashes it, it hits Cavana, our right midfielder, on the chest, and he controls it pretty well for a bronze player. And in the 11th minute, he manages to get a goal. So because he is a midfielder, he needs 1 more goal to be swapped out, and so it's now 1-0 here in the 45th minute. Hag puts an over top through ball into, I can't pronounce his name, that's Shilnenart, in the 45th minute anyway. So yeah, we're 2-0 up now, we're doing pretty well, and just before half time as well, so that might not go down too well with my opponent. But in the second half, I kind of managed to get another goal there with Elbrecht taking a good shot, good save of the keeper, but Cavana's there to put that into an open net, so our right midfielder gets 2 goals, and that means at the end of the game, we can swap him out for a brand new rare bronze right midfield. And at the moment, I think I'm going to build up a German team. First of all, I'm going to build up a Bundesliga 2 team. Once I've got a good and decent amount of chemistry, I'll start building a Bundesliga/German team. But he did manage to get a goal back there with McDonald, but I did manage to restore my 3-goal advantage there with Prizielico, and that means he scored 3 goals, so that means we can swap him out, so that's awesome. We can actually get a non-rare silver, so hopefully we'll try and get a player with good pace. He did get a goal back there with Potts in the 56th minute. This game was a bit laggy, sorry about that. So it's 4-2 to me now, and then he managed to get a goal back there with Douglas in the 66th minute, so he was coming back into this game. However, I managed to put this game into no doubt with it was that Gunders. Yeah, he managed to get his 2nd goal, so we need 1 more from him. And so this game finished 5-3. There you can see 5-3, and that was the full time. So we can swap 2 players out. Our right midfielder and 1 of our strikers will go into our squad now. And so the right midfielder, I'm going to choose a Bundesliga 2 player again. And there were quite a few pacey right midfielders when I was checking on the auction market. However, I did pick a bit of a cheaper player. I do have about 1.5k to spend. But here you can see Cavana, he does get those 2 goals, and that means we can swap him out for a brand new player. I did just quick sell him because there's no point in trying to put him up. He won't go for much at all. But there you can see I pick up this guy. He had 80 pace, which is nice, and if he's called Weldlich. So 80 pace is his only good stat, but I could just go down the wing in the 4-4-2 formation as well and cross it in. And there you can see that new striker that we only just bought last episode. We actually are going to sell him on because he did manage to get those 3 goals. We sell him on for the same price we bought him. We buy a cheaper player, Pote. We had 80 pace and 70 something heading, 76 heading. So overall, he looks pretty decent. And I wanted to get a player with good heading to use to get some crosses in with our brand new right midfielder. So guys, that is the end of the episode. If you did enjoy it, leaving a like rating would be awesome. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the second episode, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.